And shaboop, we are live. All right, we are live. Welcome to the table, everybody, for the final session of the Herbe Courte arc. We got the presidential pump going. We have the intensity. We have just been workshopping and talking for like 5 minutes beforehand. And guys, is there anything else we want to say before we jump right back into it where we left off?
Nah, let's just get
I
it.
don't think so.
You want to get it?
Godspeed, soldiers.
Okay,
Godspeed, soldiers.
Now, before
I
we
have
begin,
Tokyo Drift playing through my head right now.
before we
I'm
begin,
so scared.
I deeply believe and love and trust all of you, and this is going to be fun no matter what happens, okay?
Okay.
Get very excited. All right, well then we are only a minute and 20 seconds in, so let's have our probably fastest ever deep cleansing breath, as in like how long we fucking dick around beforehand. We are on a mission tonight. So
We're on
I'm
a
gonna
mission.
deepen cleansing
No
breath
bits.
before we begin. Sound good?
Yes.
Okay, then please
Nobody
join
be
me.
funny.
And everything after the breath is canon. Now, I did write a little bit of a recap. When I mean a little bit, it's probably the longest one I've ever made, because
on
I
a roll
wanted to go
this
over
week.
all of the details that you guys laid out so that we're all on the same page going forward. Make sense?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So last we left off, appropriately, stress. Just planning, and it was stress. Sherry and Wax did some judo training where Wax got enough knowledge to have advantage against being grappled by F. Sherry and F had a conversation declaring their unending disdain for one another, and Hathor and Wax worked on giving Wax a whole new look and a new name, Windhelm, I believe, right?
Wilhelm.
Wilhelm, excellent.
Of the
Wilhelm.
Scream fame.
Don't worry, not only will it be canon but it's also going to be my brain where I'm never going to say the same name twice. So get excited
Totally
for
fair. Absolutely
Makeover,
fair.
makeover.
that. So a name beginning with a W. Besides that, Les Jollies and a few of the Pavels had a supper where they discussed plans to counteract the infiltration to take place that evening by Charieto and F. They fortified the walls, they sent brands to guard the tunnels beneath the castles, and began preparing wooden stakes to be used against any vampires if need be. However, that was only just the beginning. Hathor saw Higgy for just a moment through a magical painting, who apparently is currently, right now, fighting for his life inside of Jolie Pierre, the castle of the Basset family, which is under attack by some kind of magical painting cave bat foe hundreds of miles away. Cherie finally received responses from Palm regarding the letters she's been sending all campaign, and there were two very sensual responses, along with one very ominous note from a secret observer, explaining that they are now aware that Palm has a secret affair with someone far away from Udus, the castle of the LaCroix family. And F was able to easily infiltrate the castle using the name and face of Sir Cherie of House LaCroix, along with a dozen of her spawn, one half of Charieto's black twin wolves, and the man himself, Charieto Pavelaqua, now in his werewolf form. Now, racing to protect the Pavels not in the banquet hall, Wax raced further into the castle, shooting up towards the room of Helena Pavel to protect her, as Hathor, with Cherie busting open a window, flew out of the window to go and slow down Charieto as much as possible. All while Cherie, moving like a blur to the medical ward to protect Cassiano, with quick thinking, was able to save the life of Cassiano's mother, Marguerite Pavel, before spotting F and Cassiano preparing to descend to the dragon chamber she found only a few days before. Now, are there any questions? Did I miss any details about the preparations you guys have made?
Nah.
I don't think so.
No, nothing else?
Cherie made Wax swear to protect Hathor, which was
Yes.
weird.
Yeah,
What do you mean? There's nothing weird about that. I don't know what you're talking about.
okay. So,
You're crazy.
if we're all,
You're
of course,
crazy.
acknowledging the, like, very, like, intense and emotional and, like, committal promise that was made to protect Hathor, that being, I think, the only addition that needed to be made to that summary. If we're all good to jump in.
Very good summary.
Oh no!
Yes.
No need.
Good show.
Well, believe me,
show.
that was
A
just
round of
me
applause.
wanting to make sure that I factored in everything that you guys talked about, because again, I want to make sure your choices matter, and they definitely will. And if I forget about anything, just remind me. Again, I want to be as fair as possible. But if there's nothing else to add, we are going to begin with Wax and Hathor before jumping back to Cherie, and then we're going to bounce back and forth basically until the bad guys are dead or you're all in the same spot. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then in that case, let us begin. An appropriately whimsical song in the presidential pump to cut back to, as we're going to enter into the initiative order for Helena's room. Hathor, because you, again, this is maybe a little bit messy, just so I can keep things in order. You shoot out of the window, and suddenly the main central tower of Herbe Courte is revealed to you. You're able to see the night sky above you, a crescent moon, stars in the sky. You're able to see the entire castle of Herbe Courte beneath you. Immediately it goes from safe in the banquet hall to flying above an incredibly lethal drop, and then you're able to see the small town surrounding the castle within the walls themselves, and then the small town outside of the walls. Give me a quick perception check as you are flying. Now, this is not for Charieto, this is for something totally different, because your locate object is still up.
24.
A 24, you are able to look down to the eastern gates of Herbe Courte, and you are able to notice that directly near the gates, you see fires beginning to like torches being raised and moved around, and with a 24, you're able to hear swords clashing, and you know that the vampire spawn and one half of the twins, I believe it was either Havoc or Chaos, currently inside of the walls, are wreaking havoc near the gate. If you want to give me a quick strategy check, it's intelligence plus proficiency, to try to figure out why they might be doing that.
Well, they're distracting. They're distracting the main force.
No
from
need to
going
make
back
any
to
kind
the
of roll. It's
castle.
exactly what they're doing. They are trying to pull as many Pavel guards as possible from the main castle, specifically to allow Charieto and F an easier time to complete their goals. But you guys were able to basically have the Pavels move the brands around, so no matter how many regular foot soldiers are moved, although there might be less inside of the castle, the elite fighting force is still there to help you out. Make sense?
Yeah.
Excellent strategizing there. Hathor, as you are flying through the air, you go up maybe 2, maybe 3 stories towards the top of this central tower. And as you begin to level out, that locate object, that slight green fiery glow that you're able to sense coming off of the emerald that you place there with your locate object, you are able to come up to the basically the side of this large tower, and you are able to notice and jumping around from window to window, looking inside, still trying to find what he's trying to see. You're able to see Charieto, 7 feet tall, definitely looking smaller because you're not right next to him. And I want to know if you're going to do anything, kind of like a surprise round because of that action you took last session. So what do you do?
I am going to. Oh, yes. Yes. Seeing him jump around, Hathor is going to narrow her eye. I narrow my eyes at him, and I reach out with my magic, and I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon as this spectral floating hot pink arrow and send it right towards him.
Okay, excellent.
And that's my bonus action.
Absolutely, perfect, wonderful. Let me just see if I can get you on the board here. You are on the board outside of the Herbe Courte. Give me a quick attack roll. If the attack roll, yeah, from your spiritual weapon, perfect.
25.
I just want to move you a little bit closer there. Nothing's going to happen. I promise. I'm just trying to get everything framed up. 25 absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
And it is radiant damage. Just so you know.
It is radiant
Oh,
damage.
it's force damage. It's force damage.
It's
Never
force
mind,
damage?
sorry.
Never mind. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for making that distinction.
Okay. Haha! That's 12 points of force damage. I rolled an 8.
12 points of force damage. Absolutely awesome. As this pink hot arrow, it slams into Charieto's shoulder as he goes, and he turns, and you're able to see that like old werewolf described before, as not insignificant. As not only was that a nice shot on him, but his hit points are being reduced because it is radiant damage. He's an undead werewolf.
It's force damage. It's not radiant.
Oh god. Oh, I'm so sorry
Right,
about that.
remember,
Thank you.
yeah.
Got it. Still not vulnerable,
Yes.
but definitely hurts him.
And then for my action, in true pirate fashion, I'm gonna pull out my bottle of holy water, pull the cork off with my teeth, and chuck it at him. I'm gonna get close. I'm gonna get like 15 feet away from him.
15
so I
feet
get
away?
a good.
Let's say, just to have everything kind of on screen here accurately, you want to be 5, 10, 15 feet away. How about right there? That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I actually am not sure what the damage would be if that would hit him. So let's just, is there something like a direct
I think
calculation?
I might have. Hold on, I might have.
It's-
Let's see.
What did I say?
2d6 radiant damage.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Is it doubled because he's undead?
Because it is holy water, it would be double
Undead?
because he's undead, yes. But I am going to need you to make, I will say that this is going to just be another, give me an athletics check, and I want you to beat his AC, which is 16.
I'm gonna flip my coin.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
You got this.
Okay. It's a 16.
That is 16?
Exactly.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll 4d6.
I have a +0 to athletics, but I couldn't remember if my strength was a negative modifier, so I panicked there for a second.
Hathor's a lot of wonderful things. Hathor's not jacked.
46. Okay. 17 points of radiant damage.
Absolutely incredible. Describe to me how this bottle shatters and like what Charieto's reaction would be.
It is, I think the way Hathor's magic works, it is not just a stereotypical, just, light. I think she rips the cork off and chucks it, in much the same way that you would throw a Molotov cocktail at an establishment you maybe don't like that much. And so as it hits him, these hot pink flames start to like burn and singe his hair, and like they almost turn into like very similar looking hands with the pointed fingernails that are just starting to like claw at him a little bit.
Absolutely.
As like, I think Hathor is just fully encased in her own magic right now, and is just almost on fire herself, and she's just with this burning fury in her eyes. It's just like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you.
Okay, absolutely awesome. And I would like your holy water. It smells, at least like the way that you made it. It just smells like home. And just a gust of the evening wind blows the scent into your face, and you are filled with resolve against this villain. Excellent. Now we are then also going to cut over to so excellent is like a surprise round. Perfect. We're then going to hop down to Wax. Wax, you are moving and running. Again, we're not like in proper initiative yet because you guys are. This is all happening simultaneously, essentially. And when we get into initiative, you're definitely going to know. But you are racing through the castle, and you suddenly are like, you're back on the floor where you have been resting when you've been in this castle before. And you are able to see a Pavel guard standing outside of Helena's room and see you running up.
I say to him, there's an enemy approaching there within the walls. They are trying to get into the castle through the windows, and they are trying to take Lady Helena.
We have made it clear that that Winslow, God damn it, Winhelm has been communicated to the Pavel guards. Like basically the Pavel leadership. You guys made it clear that you are basically a trusted advisor. He immediately believes you and is going to he goes. And immediately starts like going for the door, opens it up, and you guys are able to walk inside of Helena's room.
Okay. I'm going to cast Divine Favor on myself. So I have that as concentration. And when we go inside, Helena's in there?
Yes.
Okay. I say to them, the two of you need to take Helena and get her far away from any windows, get her to the safest place that you can within the castle, and beware someone who looks like Lady Cherie but older.
You're able to see. So as you say that, you say it to the guy as you're like walking. You kind of like announce that to the room, and you're able to bust in and say that. And what you're able to see really quickly is you are able to notice that this is a room of someone that clearly loves like the more traditional medieval elements of this world, where like there are shields everywhere and there are tapestries hanging. There are paintings of like these like glorious battles of like knights fighting dragons and like blocking fire with shields. But I want a perception check from you, Wax, as you are like saying all of this.
Also, I said Lady Cherie. Who the fuck is that? Sir
Who
Cherie.
the fuck is Lady Cherie?
Who the fuck is
Lady
that?
Cherie?
Goddamn
is
name.
that?
Don't worry, you guys. I got a 7 on my perception check.
Gotta say-
Yay!
Well, I will say that what you're able to notice is that in a blanket fort constructed in the top right section of this room, you're able to see Helena Pavel in there with a Pavel guard, and the Pavel guard has a storybook cracked like on his lap, and then you're just kind of reading a story to her.
I sort of still trying to be urgent, but trying to maybe not scare her so much, and kind of lean down in front of the blanket fort and say, Lady Helena, I've been appointed by your family to help protect you on what could be a dangerous night tonight. Should have said that. I need you to go with the guards, and I need you to be very, very brave. And I promise that will protect you.
Helena looks to you and goes, "Okay, all right, sir. Guards, away." And she begins kind of like crawling out of the blanket fort to leave. And we're gonna jump into initiative order.
Okay.
Hathor. Hot pink flames trailing up Charieto's back. They begin to die down as he begins to and begins to move across the wall. Wax, inside of the room, you are able to hear this Pavel guard close to the window say, "We will immediately take her to be with the remainder of her family." And you are then able to hear glass shatter as a haired arm crashes through the window, and I need to make an opposed athletics check for this Pavel guard very quickly.
Belgard, no.
No, Pavel guard.
Charieto got a
On a Pavel guard.
26. Right as Helena is exiting the blanket fort, Wax, you're able to look over, and this Pavel guard, in maybe 2 seconds, a sharp, like again, a clawed hand grabs onto the back of his armor with a 10-foot reach melee range, and just completely throws him out of the room. And this Pavel guard is thrown 10 feet back and is going to begin plummeting to his death.
I got you.
Charieto had to use half of his movement just to climb, but he is able then to crash the remainder of the glass and land right here. As he begins sniffing. That is Charieto's entire turn. We then go down to Wax. I need another perception check from you.
What else could you look for?
Natural 20!
A natural
Yeah.
20?
Natural
Excellent.
20!
I am going to reveal what that natural 20 is going to buy you. Basically, if you want to attack, like after you attack. Make sense?
Okay, I sure do. I super duper want to attack this guy. I'm gonna do that. Okay, I am going to pull my rapier, and I am going to slash kind of towards his ribs, towards his midsection.
Okay.
That is 21 to hit.
Tone absolutely hits. Now, I do have a question. Are
Okey-doke.
you pumping anything into this?
There is the D4 of radiant damage because I cast Divine Favor. And I am going to, I think, use a spell slot 4
You get an extra.
divine smite.
You get an
Okay.
extra because he's undead.
So I
You
get
an
and I get
D8.
extra shit because he's undead.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to
Extra
do a
D8.
lot of math. So bear with me.
So just to go over the rules that we went over before, so it'd be a D4 of radiant, but then you're using a smite, and so the smite would basically override just the normal damage. So all of this would be magical. So this would all affect Charieto. Make sense?
Okay, cool. Yes.
Unless this thing specifies it is this amount of dice for this type, all of it will be considered magical. Make sense?
Okie doke. I think
You
so
just get
because
an
it
extra.
says yeah, because divine favor is an extra D4 of radiant damage. It doesn't say anything about the physical attack. And then let me pull my divine smite rules back because I get extra shit against undead. So because it's the D8 for where is the page? D8 for my rapier.
It's when you make a melee attack.
Yes,
you can add
and then
divine smite
Extra
onto it.
2d8 of radiant damage for the divine smite, and then an extra d8 against undead. So it is what are all my
D4
fucking d8s?
Plus 3d8 radiant. All
Wait,
of it's
I need
radiant.
sorry, no more numbers, please. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
confused.
This definitely is a lot. I'm just kind of getting the music all right. You're totally cool. As Charieto begins, it almost looks like, as he does not immediately see Helena, but Wax, you were able to immediately smell, and you were able to smell like soaps and like shampoos, because you would also have keen smell, and you know that Charieto is picking up on Helena's scent to find her, given he cannot see her.
Okay, gotcha. I am confident now this is 4d8 plus a d4.
Okay, got it. Okay.
32 points of damage.
32 points of damage.
32 points.
Could you imagine if I was like, he's dead? You just- wow, that was a lot
It's
of-
over.
We made that out to be a
It's
lot bigger of a
over.
problem than it was.
It's over.
You guys simultaneously complain so much about only being level 4, and then you bust out 30 points of damage in turn. Okay, Whack, describe to me as you just run him through with a rapier.
So the rapier, just kind of with Helena behind me and knowing that she must be so scared, she was very cool and collected, but just sort of like a glittery, like wine-colored light kind of covers my rapier as I go straight for like, I'm aiming straight for any like space between his ribs, that kind of soft underbelly, as it runs through and sort of like sizzles against him as it's this like divine energy against the undead of him, and it smells like roasting meat, both because there is meat roasting and because that is a very pleasant scent to Wax right now.
Pleasant scent. Hathor, even as the wind is blowing and gusting everywhere, you are able to smell some kind of sizzling meat coming from inside of Helena's room as you're able to watch Charieto leap in before he is skewered through, like, basically the ribs, as you and him are locked in this combat right now. And also you can move your dude closer to him, by the way.
Oh yes, I will.
Let me know how exactly you attack and from where. As you basically knock over a candelabra to like get closer to him, you run into him. With that nat 20 perception check, you were able to look over, and again, you see like these shields, these tapestries, all these paintings, and you're able to see right next to the window where Charieto leapt in, you're able to see 2 locked weapon cases. And with a nat 20, I'll tell you what's in both of them. Let me quickly just go to my notes really quickly. You are able to see behind the case on the left, you're able to see a dagger that has a root-like pommel with a trunk-like grip and a golden double-sided blade that resembles a leaf, and you're able to read a little plaque underneath the case that labels the weapon as Autumn. And you're also able to see your rapier is inside of Charieto as you whip your head over and you catch a glance of the second display case to the right of Charieto. A rapier's inside that has a white blade with some kind of red iron rose handguard. And with that nat 20, this weapon is labeled as Thorn. And with that nat 20, I'll tell you what these are and why these are here. Wax, two things. One from the past and then one from the present. You remember that Alwyn Pavel gave you the Pinecone ring. And so clearly this family has some kind of like fey relics, like kind of stuff from long, long ago. And you're able to look and notice that these two weapons, you would have recognized them from your time, I'm going to say it, back in the Feywild. These are like known as like very traditional like dueling weapons, still very deadly, definitely more ornate than what you'd usually see for battle, whatever the Fey has in terms of like battles, but they are +1 weapons. A very minor magical effect, but a magical effect that would convert that damage and be effective against Charieto.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okie doke.
Make sense?
Yes.
Perfect. Awesome. Then with that, just kind of rushing through it really quickly, the Pavel guard, so again, crawling, they have to crawl 5 feet, which would be 10 feet of movement. They're able to get here and here. The Pavel guard immediately scoops Helena up under the arms and is going to take 5, 10, 15, 20 and get right outside the door with his compatriot.
Yeah.
And begin rushing
Yay,
with
Pavel guard.
Helena as fast as humanly possible, okay?
Let's go, Pavel card. Let's go.
Let's go.
Sorry about your other friend.
So, we got all that. We're then going to loop back over to Charieto very quickly. Charieto looks over to you, Wax, and is immediately going to attack you. There is nothing... seeing Helena leave, seeing you like running him through with a rapier, and I'm going to see what he is going to do right now.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Right. What can he do? He's
What
an
can he
old
do?
man.
He's an old man. What are you gonna do?
First thing he's going to do. Charieto is running on fumes. Again, he's still very old, but he's going to see if his howl ability is going to recharge. All right? It's a D8 recharge. It's going to recharge on a 7 or 8. I'm going to tell you what the roll is right now. That is a 7.
Fuck.
Need to make sure I have all this accurate. Okay. I'll make a quick coin flip. You guys want tails. That is tails. All right, excellent. Cass, my God, who's Cass? Wax, I need you to give me an opposed athletics check, and I'm going to give you the DC right now.
Okay.
Okay. I need you to beat a 16.
You got this. You got this.
I'm gonna flip my coin.
Okay.
I got a 6.
All right. You got to beat a 16.
Attack.
I got a 18. 18.
You got
There you
an
go.
18?
There you go.
Fucking excellent. Give me 1 second here. I'm juggling just so much stuff.
You're doing so
You got it.
well.
You're doing
Take your
so
time.
good.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Okay. Wax. You notice those two weapons, and you are able to feel as Charieto, like, again, the mouth and the claws and the feet, like, you don't know what exactly is coming for you, and you're able to feel one hand clasp of your collarbone and one hand clasp underneath your opposite arm as you get the sense that Charieto is going to try to throw you out of the window behind him to then go beeline it towards Helena. That fails. You're able to squat deep and use all of your weight to get down, and you're able to feel his claws begin to kind of dig into you under your arms. You take 6 points of piercing damage, but you're able to resist his attempt to throw you around like a rag doll. Perfect. And then with that, he is then also going to take, he's going to okay, something a little bit weird here. He's going to try to rush directly to the doors to get into the attack range of those Pavel guards that are shutting the door on you guys right now, like locking him inside of the room. Now, that triggering an attack of opportunity, if you would like to give me an opposed athletics check in spite of it to prevent his movement, I will allow that.
I would love to.
Okay, perfect. He's able to get over to here before he leaves the threatened area. There's going to be an opposed athletics check.
Okay.
This is so cool.
That's going to be a 13.
I got an 11.
An 11.
Ah.
Charieto is able to rush up over to the doors as you grab onto a clump of fur, and like there's just like this primal as like your grip becomes incredibly strong just for a moment, but a clump of fur is ripped off of his back, the singed like pink fire still kind of trailing inside of the matted gray fur, and he's able to rush over and slam up into the doors, but is not able to exit the room as his attacks were used on you, and he is now at the doors, which means that Wax, we then cut directly back over to you. Hawthor on deck.
Okay. I am going to I'm going to use my bonus action to activate my Channel Divinity Peerless Athlete for advantage on strength and dexterity. And I am going to run up to him.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and use my action to grapple him.
Okay, absolutely
and
awesome.
keep him from tearing down the door.
Opposed athletics?
Yes, opposed athletics, now with advantage.
Okay.
Because of my paladin stuff.
Got it. All right. That is going to be a 21 for an athletics check.
I got a 21.
Meets it, beats it on your end. So you are able to tell. How does Wax grapple? You just did so much judo. How do you grapple Charieto?
It's like you're picking up one of those like giant samoyed dogs.
I am after spending so long today grappling with Cherie and fighting an opponent much larger than I, knowing that my best bet is not beating him in strength, but in like quickness and dexterity. I get a running start and run up and jump basically to grab onto his shoulders and try and pull all of my body weight backwards to like throw him all off balance and just try and get him to like fall on his ass.
Absolutely. You were able to kick off of one of his back legs, kind of like kicking out his knee. You grapple him around the neck. You get a hand underneath one of his arms. And as you fall back, it's almost like when your dog lays on its back with like its feet kicking in the air, as now his underbelly is exposed, pointing upward. And he is freaking out and extremely unhappy that you're doing that.
Sick.
Excellent. Is that your turn?
Yes, because I used my bonus action for the Channel Divinity.
Okay, perfect. That means Hawthor, you are able to see a Pavel
I'm going
guard
for him.
chucked out. Okay, excellent. How do you go for him?
I've got 60 feet of movement on the broom right now. I go grab him. I want to swoop down. I want to, if I can, because he hasn't really picked up speed yet.
No, he is not. No.
So I want to, as quick as I can, kind of holding onto the broom with my one arm out, just kind of wrap my arms around him and like, you know, I've got 3 points of contact between my legs and my hand on the broom, and the other one is grabbing onto this Pavel guard.
Okay, got it.
Bring him back onto the broom.
Perfect. This Pavel guard does have a +2. What's your modifier for athletics again?
0.
+2 for this Pavel guard. Go ahead and roll 2d20 and add +2. We're gonna do this with advantage to see how well you're able to get him back on.
10.
A 10. What's your acrobatics modifier?
Hold on. Fuck skills. Hold on. Acrobatics is +4.
That
so
makes
that,
you know
so
what?
that,
With so it'd be a 14. What would that be?
Okay, so 8 + 4.
Be
So
12.
you add the +2 as well. So
Be a 12.
yes.
So basically, so wait. So you rolled an 8. So higher rolls an 8.
Rolled an 8. I rolled an 8, but you said add a +2.
So sorry. No. So we use your acrobatics for this. So it'd be a +4. So it'd be a 12.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Did you roll with advantage?
Yes, I rolled a
Okay.
2 on the other one.
Well, so this is a low roll campaign. As Hathor, you were able to see, again, it is the most cleric thing in the world. It is someone in immediate danger of dying, and you're able to... And it takes all of 2 seconds for you to do as you loop this man onto the broom as he latches onto you and holds on for literally dear life.
I got
as
you.
just save this Pavel guard. You still have 20 feet of movement left.
Okay, right through
Yeah.
there. I'm gonna chuck him off once we get inside and say, "Go, dude, go help!" So we're like there. I sling my broom, and then as my bonus action, I'm gonna send my spiritual weapon into Charito's back. Now, is he prone?
He is grappled, so it would be advantage for all melee attacks.
Okay, cool. And it is technically a melee attack. That's what the spell is. But
all
I
good.
picked an arrow for flavor. But we're using it like... Damn it, I dropped my dice. We're using it like Yondu.
Okay, got it.
Okay, cool. That is going to be a... So much information. That is going to be a 25. Another 25.
It absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Perfect. Okay. Excuse me. 9 points of force damage.
9 points of force damage?
For my bonus action, and then for my action, I spent it all
On gambling.
Yes. What I am going to do, because I am not a fighter, I'm a helper no matter how much I want to be a fighter, is Hathor seeing Wax do his best. Does Hathor see Helena through the crack?
I'll say that in your insane quickness, you were able to see Helena and the Pavel guards rush out and shut the doors behind them.
Okay, cool. I am then... Okay, then I'm going to like the Pavel guard as he gets off of the broom and is like,
Yep.
I clasp my hand on his shoulder and I say, "Be not afraid," and I cast Bless on me, the Pavel guard, and Wax.
Okay, absolutely.
Nice.
He just goes, oh my god, I was more of like a set piece, but yeah, okay, I'll fight. He gets ready to
My Bless, I grab him by the scruff, give him a kiss, and say, "Go."
He's so passionate. He goes, "Oh, let's fight a werewolf, baby." That's excellent.
Don't call me that, but okay.
Oh, sorry, I got caught up in the moment. Okay, awesome. And is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Cherie, you're gonna be on deck after we're done with this
Okay.
round.
All good.
Immediately with that bless, it's the Pavel guard's turn next. So here's what happens. You guys are able to get the sense, just fuck it, it's a game. That these Pavel guards immediately start hauling ass. Just racing down the hall to get as far away from the room as possible.
Helena just like...
Not out of combat yet, as they're not off of the map, but once they are, we're going to get to that. With this final Pavel guard, he rushes, still in the room with a werewolf on his back, very dangerous, rushes over and is going to make a quick athletics check to try to get into this glass case that contains the dagger. With a blessed, it's going to be a D4. It's going to be a +2. With a natural 20, is able to slam, just break it open with his elbow. It was just meant to keep Helena out from cutting herself. It's like accidentally, basically. He immediately...
Why do you got swords in a child's bedroom?
With a nat 20, he's able to smash that, grab onto the dagger. He rushes over, smashes the other one, grabs onto the rapier, and Wax kind of like sees you like on your back, kind of like jujitsuing a werewolf, and basically gets down onto like his hands and knees and goes, "Here!" And he slides both of them. He slides both of them over to like your right side, and you're able to add both Autumn and Thorn into your inventory. It's a +1 dagger and a +1 rapier.
Hell,
rapier.
yes.
No, I don't. You deserve it better. You get
Oh,
it
if you
more.
want the well, here, if you want to, if we
No,
want to say
no,
that
no,
he
no,
just
no,
gives
no.
you the
Lamar?
rapier.
It's okay. We don't have time.
Okay, not a problem at all. And then with that, still like this intense grappling going on, still being there, we are going to change scenes very quickly.
Big lady fight coming up.
Big
Lady fight.
Where is it? Found it.
Fight.
Where's the big lady fight at?
Where's the big lady
All right,
fight?
big lady fight. Here it is.
All right.
F and
I wanna see
Cassiano and
Marguerite.
Cherie all in the same room. Now, we're going to do a little bit of theater of the mind here because it is going to get off of the map almost immediately, but I'm going to give you at least basically 2 rounds to like see what you're going to do, and then we're going to go from there. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So again, saving Marguerite Pavel, an incredible act of heroism, the most honorable thing that a knight could do. And in that moment, again, there was consequence, but as you're able to see F grabbing onto Cassiano as she hisses into his face a vampiric command, you are able to look and see F, that as Marguerite said, she was able to get one good hit in before F cut her down. And what you are able to see is blood trailing down F's armor, specifically the armor covering her legs. And you're able to see a sharp wooden spike sticking out of F's knee, as you see like she's kind of limping a bit. A wooden stake specifically being like with Hathor's advice to keep these things around, doused in holy water. Marguerite Pavel has reduced F's movement speed by 5 feet permanently, as she is wounded, which means that her max like dash speed is only 50 feet now. So we see that she hisses a command into Cassiano and immediately tells him to just start sprinting. Cassiano begins running like a bat out of hell, and Cassiano effectively disappears into the hallways of the castle. You're unsure where he is going, but you have a pretty good guess. Immediately takes all of his 5, 10. Yeah, he's off the map. He's gone. I'm on the wrong thing there. I need to go to my other thing. Go back over. Go back over to here. I'm sweating. We go back over to here. I have to recenter that on the big ladies. He disappears through a doorway to head down some stairs and further into the depths of the castle. F rushes upward and say the doorway is right here. She limps over. You see shield now in hand, sword in hand. F is going to and clang her sword up against her shield, and for her action, using her shield's magical ability, cast shield on herself and stand in the doorway as a barricade between you and Cassiano. Any bonus actions from F? Nope, no bonus actions from F. Cherie, it is your turn as F is standing there, a roadblock between you and Cassiano.
Okay, so for my bonus action, I am going to consume mutagen. I am going to consume rapidity, which makes my speed increase by 10 feet. So now my speed is now 40 feet. Let's see, how far away is she? Exactly 40 feet. I would like to take all my movement and full sprint over to her. And I would like to try and grapple her.
Okay, what? I'm gonna tell you right now, that is so smart, because with her full plate armor, with her shield, again, these are things that can be stripped away and removed if you want to. Mm-hmm. But right now, with full plate armor and her shield, and with her full plate armor, shield, and casting shield on herself as an action, anticipating your assault on her, her AC right now, at least until her next turn, is 25. And so, but an opposed athletics check does not count in regards to AC. Give me an opposed athletics check. Do you want me to tell you the DC to beat?
No, don't tell me the odds.
Okay, no, I'll never tell you the odds.
Opposed athletics?
Yes, opposed athletics.
That is an 18.
I got a 9. Plus 7 for a 16. So Cherie, F has her sword laid against her shield. She is there are no gaps in her armor. How do you grapple into her?
I think Cherie consumes that mutagen and starts running, and like I think if you were looking from F's perspective, it'd be like, okay, she's 30 feet away. She's gonna stop at some point. 20 feet. She's gonna stop. 10 feet. Oh, she's not stopping. and just ring her like a bell and just full, like, wrap her arms around her waist and just use the momentum to take her down to the ground and hold her there.
So there is like a doorway leading to stairs right behind you. Would you like to send both of you down the stairs? Or you just want to kind of like double leg take down, put her to the ground like where you're standing?
No, I'll send us both down the stairs.
You're both going to go down the stairs. Excellent. Can I get a quick dexterity saving throw from Cherie?
Of course.
And she's going to take damage from this because you're pushing her down a flight of stairs.
Yes. Oh, of course. Naturally. That's a 13.
That's a 13. Beats a 12. So you're not going to take 2d6 force damage.
Okay.
But do me a favor and roll me 2d6 for force damage as she's like, I've trained for every possibility. What the fuck? And immediately double leg as you. So she begins like falling down the stairs after Cassiano. Basically, you are able to double leg, roll down 3 steps, and then land in a crouch position, sword steel wielded with no damage whatever. What did you roll?
That's 8 points of damage. Am I still grappling her though?
Sorry. Yes. You're able to fall. You're able to fall crouched, but now you are on top of her in like a mounting position.
Great.
Thank you for clarifying. Okay, excellent. Is that your turn?
I think that's my turn. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my turn. As I'm holding her there, I just lean in and I say, I am not a quitter.
All right. Okay. As you growl that, you see her purple eyes through the slits of her visor. And F just says back to you, you should be. And now it is F's turn, resetting the initiative order. Please give me so she's not going to attack you. It's going to be an opposed athletics check to get out of your grapple. Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
up.
that's going to be a 21.
Ugh. I'm gonna flip my coin.
Your coin? Okay.
No, that's 16.
16. You're able to feel her lift up her hips like you are completely weightless. And then you are able to feel this massive woman just completely like and throw herself down the stairs more completely underneath your legs, shield and sword still in her hands, and just one very quick unarmed strike from her. That's going to hit.
Okay.
Oh, but only 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you like turn to look at her, and she immediately like kicks you in the face. 4 points of bludgeoning as she then begins to run away from you as fast as possible. But given you two were still within each other's threatened area, you get an attack of opportunity.
I would love to take an attack of opportunity. Just give me 1 sec, and I can do that with my sword.
Yes, you can, absolutely.
Okay.
And her AC is now 20.
Yeah, it's only a 17.
Only 17. As it scrapes against her armor and leaves a deep cut inside, you sadly do not find purchase with your blade into any of the gaps.
Okay.
And then begins to rush after Cassiano once again, who is just absolutely hauling it. She had to get up from prone, which would be 5, 10, 15. And with 15 feet of movement, she then turns back, now kind of exiting from the stairway, now in a narrow hallway. Cassiano, you're able to look like after her basically midway down the stairs. And we're gonna do one more round of this before we cut back over to Helena's room. You're able to see she still in between you and Cassiano is just standing with no added benefits to anything and is looking to slow you down once again.
Okay.
So what do you do?
How many feet away is she from me? Can I jump and land on her and try to grapple her again?
You want to just knock her to the ground again?
Yes.
Okay, another opposed athletics check.
20.
Not oh my god, a natural 20. She's running down the hallway and she turns and is like, do formations. And she turns back and sees you jump, kick off of a wall, and fully Randy Orton spear her to the ground. Whatever I got does not beat out a natural 20 as you knock her to the ground once again.
For a total of 26.
Yeah, no, she did not get anywhere close.
What's that song by Flight of the Conchords?
Which one?
Which one?
The ones where they're like, ah!
Oh, immigrant song.
You hit her with that American Eagle screech, that oh my god. So now you are grappling F once again. She's once again prone with a nat 20.
And yeah, this time as I'm holding her again, because I like to think I landed on her back, and so she is like face down on the ground.
Okay, absolutely, yeah. You caught her mid-run.
Because we're at the bottom of the stairs.
You're at the bottom of the stairs. You're rushing down just a regular like servants hallway, basically, like that leads to like different like storerooms and butteries. And you're able to see servants like come out and see you guys kind of like like fighting basically, and they're just shutting themselves inside of the room, not wanting to intervene.
Wise. And so as I've got her pinned, I've got one knee on her back. And again, I lean into her ear and I say, "Do you know how long I've worked to gain the trust of these people, and how quickly you've turned that against me? You will pay for that in blood."
Give me a quick fucking second to make a maturity roll from her.
Fight me, bitch! Fight me, bitch!
We're getting catty now. As she goes, "If it makes you feel any better, I'm not going after the help. These people are going to bleed." And she begins kind of like squirming underneath you, trying to get out once again.
And since that was my action, can I use my bonus action? I have a set of manacles. Can I try and bind her wrists?
Bind both of her wrists would basically be impossible. If you would like to bind one of her wrists in some way, I would allow that.
To you.
The most insane fucking play in the world.
Wait, do I have 50 feet of hempen rope? Actually, no, sorry. I would like to take some rope and tie her hands together, if that's possible.
If
that's more feasible than manacles.
Okay, so here's the thing. So you used your action to jump on her.
Yes.
It's currently a bonus action. Okay, give me a quick sleight of hand check, and I'm gonna say beat like an 18, because this is a pretty big ask for a bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay?
No, I know. I mean, I could use bonus action and object interaction.
That does not change how insane this has. Because again, she is actively resisting. You're like, stop resisting, and she is actively resisting you.
Well, technically she is grappled, so that means. Never mind. Anyway. I digress. That is a dirty 20 sleight of hand.
Holy shit. What I will say, so with that, you are able to full body weight on one of her arms, wrap up one of her hands in hempen rope, like just tight, like cutting off whatever vampiric circulation is inside of a vampire, but you're not able to bind her wrists completely.
That's fine.
Now if you do want to bind her to you, I would allow you to do that, but...
Yeah, why not?
Oh, yeah, no problem. You and F are now unable to get more than, I'll just say it's very tight. You're now unable to leave each other's threatened area unless one of you deliberately cuts the rope. All right? She's like, what are you doing? Why?
Wait, hold on. Sorry, I'm debating between... Actually, can we make it manacles?
Yeah, that actually makes a lot more sense. Yeah.
Just...
and then she's like, what are you gonna do with those? And then she sees you lock it to your own wrist, and she goes, oh, that's what you're gonna do.
Swallow. She watches you swallow the key.
All right. Some steel manacles on her wrist and yours. As you guys are now grappled together, we're gonna cut back over to Helena's room for a round. What's up?
Real quick, as she's like, what the fuck are you doing? I pull the manacles taut and I say, you're not going anywhere until I say so.
I'm not even going to attempt to respond to that in a cool way. That's badass. And we cut back over to Helena's room. probably the last round of Helena's room before we continue onward, but we will see what happens. All right, we back? We are literally so back. Excellent.
So back.
Magical weapons in inventory. Helena Pavel safe with some excellent rolls, and you have this Pavel guard, totally unnamed, kissed on the mouth, is now ready to rocket with you guys. We're going to go over to Charieto first and foremost, all right? So, Wax, I need an opposed athletics check.
Mm-hmm.
You got this.
Avantage.
Advantage.
Avantage.
Okay.
Because I ate my Wheaties.
You ate your Wheaties.
You ate your vegetables.
I'm letting you know right now, that was a 25. 19 on the die plus 6.
I got a 15.
Okay.
Ooh.
As you are holding, you kind of like have kind of like what you're supposed to do like for a dog that's attacking, kind of like just get on its back and kind of like hold it. You're like, I got you, and then you're able to feel deep cuts grip into your forearm, and instinctually you have to let go. As Charieto is able to use half of his movement to get up from prone and snarl, look at all of you, and look back towards the door. Now, again, the Pavel guards and Helena are not out of play yet. They're not officially off of the map. So what he's going to do, he's going to take 2 attacks on the door itself. Now, both of those are above an 11. They're going to hit a wooden door.
Damn it.
That door is so dexterous.
This
Come
door
on, door.
has 10 hit points. No, sorry, my apologies. It has 12 hit points, meaning that I need to get 2s or lower on both of these D12.
Jeez.
Wow, that was actually so close. It was a 2 and a 3. That was actually insanely close. As Charieto stands up and is going to immediately leave your threatened area just by doing this, and is able to plunge his claws into the doors, rip them fully off of the hinges, and rush into the hallway and rush after Helena and the Pavel guards.
Yikes.
So it was 40 up to only 20 feet of movement though, so he can only go. He's not within their threatened radius because he had to get up from prone. Excellent.
Good job, Wax.
Charieto runs after Helena and the Pavel guards.
Did I get an opportunity attack?
You get an opportunity attack, yes.
Ran away like a little bitch.
Absolutely. That's exactly what he did.
Okay, I'm going to attack with my new magical rapier.
Go crazy.
Add a D4 to your roll.
D4 to my roll and D4 to damage.
You are hashtag blessed.
You are
all the way down.
blessed.
Where is my damage? There it is. That's a D4. Plus. Dirty 20.
It absolutely hits.
Nice.
Okie doke. That is. So then that's a. God, I can't fucking do math.
Yes, you can.
14 points of piercing damage plus 1 point of radiant damage.
15 points total? Jesus. All right.
I rolled an 8 on my D8.
You're able to watch
Nice.
as you grip onto this rapier, the eye, again, it's metal, it's fey, it's very strange. The metal begins to blossom and move in the wind, still being very productive, but guarding your hand as you go, Pataw! And you're able to kind of like, with like a fencing flourish, cut deep into his back as he runs away.
I
You make
slash
that sound
through
too.
across it as he runs.
Yeah. As he rushes out towards Helena. Any movement?
Is
sorry,
this...
that wasn't even your turn. My bad.
No, yeah, that was my opportunity attack.
I'm so excited. But it is your turn now. So what do you do?
Shit. Okay. I am going to take my movement to follow him out. So that'll be 15 feet here. Another 10 to get me up to 25. And I'm going to try to tackle and grapple him again with a flying leap.
Do it again.
I'm just gonna do it again.
This is a battle of grabby hands.
I gotta keep
It
it real.
is.
Can I grab?
These Pavel guards have never seen anyone with more balls than you.
Just this very lanky motherfucker.
Go ahead, opposed athletics check. Absolutely. I'm done with this fucking die, dude. It's only a 15.
I got a 21.
How do you grapple him? Now, you don't knock him prone, but you can slow him down. How do you grapple him?
I am going to do the same, like, leaping for his shoulders to, like, try and throw off his center of gravity, and I just, like, grab on and, like, land back on my feet to try and stop him in his tracks.
Okay, as you kind of, like, grab on, I'm gonna say you're able to kind of, like, dig your hands into the wound that you just made as he ran away. And he begins to, and begins like slamming you up against the walls and like knocking paintings off, and he's slashing wildly. Like Helen and the Pavel guards like just narrowly get out of the way of having their heads taken off and their throats ripped out as you are basically like staggering him in place by trying to keep him still.
Okie doke.
Makes sense? All right.
Yes.
Which means that we are now down to Hathor's turn. Hathor, what are you doing?
Bonus action, I'm attacking with the spiritual weapon on him and I'm moving it. Ooh. Oh, that might not hit. That's only a... Oh, wait, no, I have bless. Hang on.
Blazed.
You are blessed.
Okay.
Hashtag blazed.
16?
A 16 exactly hits. That's his AC. He's got a lot of HP, but his AC is relatively low. He's not like F.
Another 9 points of force damage to him.
Okay.
And then I am going to pull out my broom again and just turning to the Pavel guard, I'm gonna go, what's your name?
We don't have time for that. The emotions are too high.
Cop out. And then I'm going to fly. I have 60 feet, and I'm going to fly and land right here and just look at Charieto, grip my charm and my holy symbol, and I'm going to channel divinity. I'm not doing turn undead. Instead, what I'm going to do is the channel divinity of the love domain, which is lustrating beauty. Sanctify up to 5 creatures. They each get, so me, Wax, and the Helena and the 2 guards all get 4 temporary hit points, and we have advantage on our next saving throw.
Okay,
nice.
Super cool.
Nice.
Excellent.
And then I just look up at him and I go.
You fly over him. You kind of like, you like Tokyo drift your broom. You kind of like dig your heels in, and you are now in between, like Helena right on your back, Charieto right in front of you. But you have to kind of like bob and weave because again, he's just swinging wildly, trying to get Wax off of his back. With an excellent move there. Okay, is that your turn?
That's my action. And then I turn to Helena and the rest and I say, run!
Okay, got it. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Hathor taking control of the minds of Helena and the Pavel guards. They run. they flee as fast as human beings possibly could, and with full dash actions from all of them, they disappear from the combat and disappear into the castle. As you guys are able to hear, like brands coming from other sections to come and assist you guys. As you guys have basically made a huge fucking ruckus as the Pavel guards go. They're fighting a werewolf. That lanky boy is doing so much work. As these guards disappear from the combat, Helena is saved. She is totally safe. Absolutely excellent. We're gonna cut back over to Cherie now.
Wax, we may get fucked up, but it's been a pleasure.
Okay, super fucking rad. Give me 1 second here.
It's been an honor to serve.
We're hopping back over.
What is it in where Bruce Willis is like, tell my daughter I love her or whatever?
Tell her yourself.
Okay, awesome. We're going back to the presidential pump.
Oh boy.
We gotta get pumped.
Gotta get pumped.
There we go.
Lady fight.
There is
fight.
no other conclusion but a big lady fight right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With the big lady fight commencing, F locked up with you. I'm not sure what. Okay, her shield's in the hand that is not manacled. Her sword is in the hand that is manacled. And she. So you and Shuri, you know this. You're very like that's the whole thing with like your like mutations. You're adaptable. That's your whole thing. And you realize now that F's actually had a bit of a disadvantage. Now I'm gonna say that you're both going to roll attack rolls with disadvantage because you're now grappling each other. But what I will say is that F's at a disadvantage because she can't transfer her weapons hand to hand. She's locked up with her shield and her sword. Okay. So it's like a beautiful dance, isn't it? It's gonna be 2 attacks on you.
Okay.
Because she can't do anything else, both disadvantage. Here we go. That is an 8 and a 2. First attack totally misses. That is only a 14. Second attack misses. Again, like a beautiful dance, she is able to take her sword and clash it with yours. Your sword being in like the same manacled hand just for a moment. As she kind of like takes it away from your body and then attempts to shield bash you, but you're able to pull on her arm and get out of the way as her shield goes wildly to the side. As you two are locked in combat now. Cassiano continues to just flee and sprint as fast as possible. What do you do? Back to you.
Okay, so if possible, bonus action. I would like to in transferring my sword over to my non-manacled hand, I'd like to draw some blood to draw a crimson right for my bonus action.
Yep.
Let me just mark that real quick. Scooby-dooby-doop. I take 1d4 of damage from that. Okay. So now I can add 1d4 of fire damage to my attacks.
Okay.
Yes. And so I would like to take an attack with my sword.
Okay, go ahead. And you know what? Know what I'm gonna say? Because you two are locked in combat, and offense in this way is the only defense that you can have. You can give me 2 attacks as well.
But with disadvantage?
But they're gonna have disadvantage because you're still locked together.
That's fine. Okay. This is gonna be a long night. First attack is a 14.
14's not gonna hit.
Yep. Second attack is a 17.
17 is also not going to hit.
Yep.
And as you do that, because again, adaptable, I'm going to say no roll necessary. As you, you're able to cut your hand, transfer your sword, and you're able to glance it off of her shield, come in, and you're able to strike her across the head, but her helm takes the blow. And you realize now that you're in the perfect position where, again, because it's so adaptable, you essentially have more mobility than she does because you're less armored than her. You can now begin stripping pieces of armor off of F instead of attacking her. Because if you just keep doing that, just based on brute strength, she's probably going to overcome you just through a pure numbers game.
Okay.
All right.
Can I do any of that now, or would that require...
So that failure, again, Cherie learns from her failures. That is what you were able to learn. But now she's going now she's going to attack you, and the dance will continue.
Okay, yep.
All right, excellent. First attack, going towards you. First attack is going to hit. That was a nat 20 and a 10, but with a +7 with her longsword, that's going to hit you.
Okay.
Second attack... that is going to hit as well with 2 9s +7 for 16.
Okay.
All right, excellent. We then go, but it is one-handed, so only a D8. Cherie, 14 points of damage in this dance as she comes in with her sword. She is a wait, what's up?
Sorry, no, I was trying to reduce the damage and I almost searched in D&D Beyond.
Well, number 14, I need it now. She's able to bash into your forearm, momentarily weakening your muscles. She, with her shield, with her non-manacled hand, slams into your manacled arm, pulls your hand down with the sword in hand, and cuts into your shoulder for 14 points of damage.
Okay.
All right, and that's her turn. What do you do?
I would like to try to get that shield away from her.
Okay, absolutely. I will, if you want to get the shield away, it can be... Oh, let's go, what do you think? Opposed athletics, sleight of hand, what do you want to do?
Let's go opposed athletics.
Opposed athletics? All right, not a problem. Will be flat rolls here. I'm going to give you the DC. A 2 on the die. Do you beat a 9?
Yes, I got a 13.
With a 13. As you, again, how do you, so she cuts into your shoulder. You guys, like, you're basically having to fight. It's like an insane battle as you both essentially only have one functioning limb and have to, like, 4D chess each other. How do you take her shield away?
I think, I'm using, the distraction of this, like, upper body fight, and, as she's cutting into me, I use my legs and I kick the shield out from under her while she's occupied with using her hands.
Okay, got it. You so like kind of as you come with your leg and you kind of like, again, it's like a push. It's almost like you're like dueling super close up to kind of distract a little bit better. You're able to like step behind her like you're going to flip her. She steps back instinctively. You kick out her other leg, which opens her up for like you to like kick the shield away from her arm. Do you want to take it from her, or do you just want to get it away from her?
I just want to get it away.
Okay, as you see, it slams into the stone and then slams into the ground. And Shuri, you notice that this shield is exceptionally heavy, just like your sword. And as it cracks the stone as it hits the floor, F's AC has been reduced by 2, and she no longer has the ability, as long as it's not in her inventory, she cannot cast shield as an action to raise her AC. I'm going to edit her AC right now.
And what is that in action economy?
To get the shield away?
Yeah.
I will say that would be your bonus action combined with your object interaction.
Okay, then for my action, I will take another swing.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead.
Still with disadvantage?
Still with disadvantage. You're still locked into each other, yes.
2 attacks or
2
just
attacks,
1 attack?
absolutely.
Okay.
Only got to beat an 18. I know, so low.
16.
16, sadly misses.
Let's go. And a 10.
And a 10. Okay. Back to her. We're going to do one more round of attacks from both of you, then cut back over, and then take a quick break, then cut back over to Cass and Wax, all right?
Okay.
Okay. Coming
You mean Hathor and Wax. Hi.
Wait, what did I say?
Cass and Wax.
Oh, my apologies. I'm sorry.
Always
Just leave myself in
forgetting
that.
the women.
She misses. And she keeps missing. And I will say with this, like now with like sword, like again, she has a free arm now. Her AC's lower. She's a little bit shocked at that. Swords transfer hands. As her sword enters into her manacled hand, your sword also enters into your manacled hand. And for just a moment, manacled together, your swords lock above your heads as she's trying to overpower you, but you're not giving up any ground. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and make your. Go ahead and do whatever you want to do.
Okay. Can I negate disadvantage by pulling on the manacle so that she's right up close to me?
Give me. We're gonna do opposed athletics. If you beat this, yes.
Okay.
Got it. Do you beat a 9?
I do.
That is fucking nuts. As you guys are locked up very quickly, you're able to get your own hand on your own wrist, and you're able to yank both of your arms down, putting her off balance. You will not attack with disadvantage. You can give me 2 attacks just normally.
Okay. Oh, thank God. 17 plus 7.
Oh, it hits. Absolutely.
Okay, and then 19 plus 7.
Both hit. Go ahead and roll me damage.
So this is a two-handed weapon, so normally it's 2d6 plus 5, but since I'm attacking with one hand...
We'll say it's 2d6, that's fine.
Okay.
Because your sword works a little bit differently because you're so strong you wield a great sword with one hand, so...
Oh, and I also add fire damage to this, so I'm just going to roll the damage at once.
So it's going to be 4d6 plus 2d4,
plus 2d4 of fire
plus
damage.
modifier.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Okay, that's good.
Who knew a fight on just a black canvas could be this intense?
30 points of damage.
Oh my lord!
We've all done 30 points of damage!
Well, she... Due to the radiant damage done by Allatour during the chase, you successfully bring F into the bloodied condition. She's at half hit points.
Ooh, wee!
Tell me what Cherie does to significantly wound F in this moment.
I think in this terrible tango, as Cherie pulls the manacles taut and pulls F into her, at the same time she runs her through with her sword.
You are able to... again, it's like momentarily your eyes go like vertical pupils, like vertical slits like a cat, and you're able to notice as you are able to drop your sword, catch it with your other hand, you yank your hand all the way into the air, her hand goes up, and her chest approaches you like it's literally a deadly tango, and you're able to place the tip of your flaming blade right into the gap between her chest plate and her waist plate and slide the sword deep inside of her as it burns her from within. And underneath her helm, in between the slits, purple eyes, you are able to see as fangs pop out, spittle hits your face, and it is mixed with blood. And we're gonna take a very quick break. Big lady fight.
Big lady fight
is everything I wanted it to be.
It's so incredible.
So good.
There's gonna be so much fan fiction made about this.
When I say that when I'm on the bus to work, I just the brain rot of me just sitting there with my music on, making fan edits in my own head.
Yeah, I do it for Mana a lot. Yeah.
Yep.
The manacles, both of them with the sword in the same hand again.
Oh,
These are
the way I will just zone out, like
30 fucking points of damage. That's the same amount of damage you did to break down the wall. That's nuts.
Yeah.
So, but F keeps standing, meaning that F is more powerful than a brick wall. So,
I'm still standing.
Yes, but we will be right back, everybody. So yeah, we'll catch you in a little bit. Peace out. And we are back. Okay, awesome. Darby, how are we sounding? It's gonna take a little bit for us to catch up, but let me know if the music's too loud.
Oh.
We're getting there.
So, say words so I can hear how we sound in comparison to the
did
music.
I not? Oh, okay, no problem. Okay, we are talking and we are saying things, but yes.
Blah, blah, blah.
Excellent job so far. Charieto now has a modified plan because the players gave me an idea, and now we're just making sure the audio is all good before proceeding.
No, we didn't give you an idea. Gaslight.
Gaslight.
I think the music could be a tiny bit louder. But
Louder,
like a tiny
you say?
bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Louder.
Tiny bit louder just went up. I don't know if you want to check it again, but...
What president is that?
Exactly, that's what I said. I think it might be
So-
Garfield.
Who?
Not Andrew Garfield. Garfield. Fucking...
Andrew
It
Garfield.
looks like Willem
Andrew
Dafoe,
Garfield.
but really buff.
He was the president.
President Buff Willem Dafoe.
How's it sound?
I think it's good.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, you look like you were getting confused, and I was like, "It's just listening, Darby. It's okay." You're like, yeah,
Just want to do a good job listening.
no, you're doing such a good job. You're like, I
I
gotta
want
get
it
the
so
decibel count.
bad. What if my sound opinions are wrong?
No, you're totally cool. It's just for
Amber.
us. Then we're having fun. But yes, okay. So we're hopping back to Helena's room. Charieto's first in initiative. I am taking Helena Pavel and the Pavel guards, except for that one guy, off of the. I'm taking them off of the initiative order. Okay.
What's his name?
Wax, you're still wrapped up with Charieto. All right. Allatour, you can take an attack of opportunity as Charieto is going to use the because you're grappling, his movement speed's reduced. You can take the dash action. He has a movement speed of 40 feet, so he can move 40 feet total. And Wax, with you on his back, he's going to rush to the destroyed doors, rush to the window, and then with 5 feet of movement, and jump out of the tower.
Can I let go?
Do you wish to let go? Now, if you let go and just want to let him just jump out of the tower fully, I will allow you to do that.
I'm gonna hold on.
You
I'm
want
gonna
to
ride this motherfucker all the way to the ground.
go for a ride?
Wait, is he grappled? When you before, did you have him grappled?
he's
I
totally
did have him
grappled,
grappled.
Isn't your
A
speed
yeah, a
reduced to
grappled
0
creature's
when you're
speed is
grappled?
0.
So he has to use his action to break out of the grapple.
Yeah.
Oh,
If he wants to go
my,
anywhere.
Okay, well, hold on really quickly.
You're
Yes,
Thank you,
you're
thank you.
you're
Kate,
Okay.
I give the title of rules lawyer to you.
Hold
No,
on.
I didn't go to
want
school.
I want a rules lawyer further. Hold on, because there is a rule in D&D. Hold on, wait. D&D, and I am the DM, so I could just say no. But I do want to make
Yeah.
I do want to make it clear. D&D grappling larger creatures. Hold on, because there is a rule about this. Here, wait. D&D riding creature grapple. Pause everything that was excited. That was exciting. We are doing this for 5 minutes. There's an official rule.
Are you sure? Or do you want to just make one up?
No, there is. There's a rule. I swear.
There
I
is.
swear
There has
to you.
to be.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Are you thinking of restrained?
Nope, because there is a rule in terms of like grappling larger creatures. Where, because this is the rule we're gonna go with. In terms of same-size creatures, because Charieto does count as a large creature, and so grappling onto him would reduce his movement speed, but it effectively works like Wax is riding on top of him, without him saying, okay, like it's not like mounting a horse and the horse has half movement speed. Like Charieto is taking his movement speed to basically fight against that, but given he's a size larger, he's still able to move.
Okay.
That is a rule that I do.
Okay.
That is real. That I do understand.
Absolutely fair.
Is Kate looking for it?
I am, and it logged me into Reddit.
That's how they get you.
That's what I thought we were.
How large must a creature be for the climb onto a bigger creature? What the fuck? I didn't make a Reddit account. What's going on? If one creature,
You have one now.
I
Okay,
actually activated the kill switch for this exact moment.
okay. So us as humanoids, we're technically medium creatures, right?
Yes.
A medium creature can grapple a huge creature 2 sizes larger.
Yep.
The
most intense music in the world. What's up?
Sorry, I was just reading the inquiry, not the answers.
Nate, you're totally cool.
The grapple check can be used to jump onto the creature. If one creature wants to jump onto another creature, it can do so by grappling. Unless the creature is going to start flying. What's the advantage of being on a creature's back?
He's gonna start flying, all right.
You shut your mouth. Wait. The target of your grapple must be no more than 1 size larger than you and must be within your reach.
Yep.
Okay. If you condition.
If he takes me out the window, he takes me out the window.
If a character attempts to
I'm going
grapple
for a ride.
if a character attempts to grapple a large or bigger creature, they are attempting to ride on it.
There we go. Exactly. Now,
I'm piggyback.
Now, of course, it is because it is an opponent. It's not like he just doesn't do anything. You'd still have an advantage in terms of melee attacks, and you do half his speed. But he is still able to get out of the window. It makes sense?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so as we cut
half
back,
his speed.
What?
He still can get out of the. He has 60 feet, half speed.
Half speed, and then he's able to jump, and with his jump modifier, he's able to get out of the window. You act like you can't also fly.
Right, yeah, I was gonna say, if only
Nah.
there was another character who could fly.
And you have
If
more
only.
movement than he does. But Hawthorne, if you want to take a attack of opportunity with like a dagger or something, I don't know if you have anything that would hurt him.
Can I, because my spiritual weapon's right there, can I morph it into a rapier and slash at him with it?
That's getting
It'll
a little
still-
bit too crazy.
Okay. Well, I can. Okay, sure.
Well, if you want to make a spiritual
I think-
weapon attack against
Yeah, I
him,
think spiritual weapons
I'd love
can
that. Yeah.
take of opportunities.
I mean, in Baldur's Gate, they can.
You know what, I will allow that. Yes, if you wish to take an attack of opportunity with your spiritual weapon, of course.
Ooh, I don't know about this one, buddies. 16.
A 16 hits exactly.
Perfect.
Nice.
Thank God for bless, dudes. Ha! 12 points of damage.
Okay, they're getting
And
knocked
rolled another
down.
8.
Charieto is now at the bloodied condition. You guys made the right call by sending 2 people to deal with him. He is, although F is powerful, he's much stronger than F is, just in terms of raw meat. As you're able to grab onto the arrow with your hand and plunge it into Charieto's back, as getting onto all fours, Wax, you are holding on, legs locked around his waist as he and he moves, and you are able to see in your brain, it's like, we're back in Helena's room. That fool, what is he possibly going to do? We're flying now. And he, through the remainder of the glass, he flies out of the window and immediately begins to plummet down the side of the castle. Wax, what is your initial reaction?
I am going to hold on very tight.
And there's no scream, there's no thoughts, it's just the instinctual holding on.
Just the instinctual human reaction of, oh shit, I punched my microphone.
The instinctual reaction of
My initial
Why
reaction
I
of
oughta?
of just that, like, when you like miss a step on the stairs and you're like, oh, like the
Yep.
stomach dropping and just holding on,
And
even though I hate this guy.
I feel like with that, it's like that's like a fraction of a second. You feel that, oh shit, I just missed that step with the stairs. You feel that for 2 uninterrupted seconds as you guys plummet down. Because again, D&D, like in terms of like falling, the way that it works. And again, I will allow Hathor to basically catch up with all the movement speed that she has. But you guys plummet easily, like maybe 6-8 stories rapidly before you feel, and you are able to watch as he digs his claws back into the stone, rips brick and mortar out as he slides to a halt, and still on the outside of the castle, does not make it back in, but now descending the main tower towards the main castle itself, is going to try to go back into the castle at a much lower level. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, which means then we then go over to Wax. What are you holding onto a werewolf, hanging outside of it. Now, looking down, it's only maybe a 60-story, like, slanted drop towards the main castle itself, like, within the walls.
Only.
Only. Yes.
Okay. I am going to, like Hathor said, 3 points of contact, both legs still wrapped around, got one arm like around kind of his like shoulder and chest. And I'm going to take the rapier and try and jab it into his side and make an attack.
Attack roll with advantage.
Okay.
And bless.
And
And
bless.
bless.
Blaze.
That's a natural 20.
Go ahead and roll that damage for me. Hell yeah.
I am going to use a spell slot to pump a divine smite.
There
into
you
that.
go. There you
Yes.
So bear with me, because this is going to be
go. Take your
too
time.
many fucking dice.
You go right
We
ahead.
need absolute
Go.
silence.
You are able to feel, you are immediately attuned to this rapier, Thorn. It feels weightless in your hands, and it brings you back to a place that you have not been to for a very long time, and it just feels a little bit like home.
Okie doke. Where are all of my d8s? Okay. So it is d8 for the rapier.
Hawthorne,
3d8s.
as that damage is getting rolled up, just kind of keeping it moving, Hawthorne, if you want to take a quick note, you definitely can. But what do you do, having seen that happen?
I fly out the window after them. Can I grip my spiritual weapon like I held can I hold on to it as I fly?
Yeah, absolutely, that's fucking badass, yeah.
And then, in kind of the same way that they did, can I, like, drop on the broom? Or no, that would still be movement, I think, so that's okay.
Give me 1 second here, because
I
gravity's
don't
kind
know
of...
how I...
It is, from your position right now, it is exactly 60 feet to get to the window. If you would like to take the dash action, I will let you stay right on them.
Yeah, I will take the dash action, and then with my bonus action, I will send, if I'm right on them, I will send my spiritual weapon to Charieto again.
As Darby's rolling up all those dice, go ahead and give me that attack roll right now.
Again, right? Because he's grappled. Or no? It's up to you.
Well, I'm going to say no in this case because I'm going to. You're going to see how I'm going to flavor this, okay?
Okay. That is a 19.
19. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
This is going to be a big number.
11 points of damage. I rolled a 7.
11 plus Darby. What'd you get?
It is in total for the divine smite plus the divine favor I cast earlier, 42 points of damage.
We just did 52. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow. Goat.
As I just find a space between his ribs and I'm trying to like do math with angles and try and like intersect it with where I stabbed him before in the middle.
To put in perspective how much damage that was, here is what happens in conjunction, if I may. Let me know if this is badass enough for 53 points of damage total. Charieto begins moving. Hathor, you blink, and Charieto and Wax, you're able to see, Wax's legs and fur rushing into Helena's room. You, with your broom, you grab onto your spiritual weapon. You're able to watch as Charieto and Wax dive out of the window and begin plummeting 8 stories down to the main castle, down to the sloped hill, and to what you understand to be their death. You shoot out the window. Your magical broom's ability, because you're an experienced flyer, you deactivate the flying, and you begin free falling after them. Staying with your perspective right here, as you wind whipping in your face, you see Charieto, you see his shoulder, he's getting ready to plant himself back on the stone, and we're gonna follow your arrow in your hand as you are falling, the arrow whistles through the air, and Wax right now, like on the opposite shoulder that you're holding on to, you're able to see as the arrow plants into Charieto mid-air as he goes in pain, as he begins grinding on the stone, slowing his descent, as you're able to pull your rapier out and jam it into his side, essentially, and you're able to know that you're piercing through one of his lungs, through probably, like, near his spine. He is on death's door. As we come to a stop, as Hathor, you're able to reactivate your broom's flying ability, as you're able to come to a stop, I'll say maybe like 15 feet away from all of this. Make sense?
Can I be closer just in case?
Yeah, how close do you want to get?
If I need to catch Wax.
Yeah, sure. How close do you want to be?
10 feet away.
10 feet away? No problem. It's like right
away.
there. Just moving that to get a little bit angle there. Absolutely awesome. And then we're going to do, Charieto's going to get one more turn, and then we're going to conclude this chapter of the Herbe Courte battle, all right? Charieto is going to make an opposed athletics check to get out of this grapple. Wax, please give me that roll. I will give you the DC. It's going to be a 26.
I got a 16.
A 16. Hathor, I need you to give me an acrobatics check.
Yep. Tracks.
We should do a circus.
11.
An 11? Excellent. An 11 is enough for you to out of the way, as Charieto with one arm is able to grab onto Wax on his back, and hanging, again, a steep hill, about 60 feet, and rip Wax you off of his back and throw you towards Hathor. Hathor, you were able to zoom out of the way, but in a way in which Wax flies past you. You guys are able to make eye contact for a split second. As Wax, you see imminent death below you, as Hathor is right there, as Charieto is then going to, with his full movement, leap back within Herbe Courte, now much deeper in, and then use his full movement
Do we get an attack of opportunity or no? No.
Forced movement does not trigger that, and is going to start rushing through the lower sections of the castle. Hathor, and kind of like breaking initiative for this section. Hathor, what do you Wax? Any screams? Any thoughts? Anything? Any?
Help! 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 Help!
Bonus action. How far away is he?
Like
From us
5
now.
feet and going to start falling fast.
Bonus action, spiritual weapon on him.
Wait, well, no, I thought you
On
meant...
Charieto.
So here's the thing.
Long live
No,
the king!
Here's
You said you were mad.
Here's what I'll allow. If you want to get one more shot on Charieto, you can. Wax is going to fall 6 stories and take 6d6 force damage.
I can take it. Can't take it. I can't take it. Don't listen to me.
Can you?
Because it's a bonus action, can I then use my action? I'm setting my spiritual weapon that way. Can I use my action to go for cast?
So in this moment, because we're breaking from initiative, you need to decide right now: do you want to save save Wax from a lot of damage, or try to take out Charieto?
Make the choice you would make. I won't be mad.
I'm going to save you. Of course, I'm going to save you.
You can't take that
You're-
damage.
I actually
You
think
can't.
I
That's a
could.
lot of
I really
damage.
think I could. 66? That's like 20 something probably. I could do it.
I think
I got 42 hit
Hathor
points.
doesn't. Hathor, unlike me, Hathor's a better person. Hathor doesn't even look to see where Charieto is going. It's fully like both hands outstretched, reaching for Wax to be like, huh?
In the arc that because again, it's because Sheriff is very strong, throwing you in a way where you are completely horizontal with the ground before you begin to arc down with gravity. Hathor, you're able to act so quickly that you are able to position yourself and scoop Wax onto the broom before gravity even takes effect, and you are both now on Hathor's broom.
Can I get us to the window?
You can
Or
get-
Is that my hold?
You can get fucking inside if you want. You got a hell of a lot of movement.
Okay, so I have my movement, but not my action or bonus.
Because again, we're breaking. Like you're like. Here's the thing. We're outside of initiative, so the idea of like where attention is going is a little bit split right now. But your broom is out like outside of the idea of D&D combat is still wicked quick.
Okay. We're going right back in. I get him on and I say, hang on tight.
Immediately, you Hathor, congratulations! You have saved 2 lives, and probably many more, as you have because you saved Helena by running interference. Those Pavel guards, you saved that Pavel guard who you had a very passionate kiss with, and you just saved Wax's life. In terms of a cleric, you're done for the day. You can go to bed early.
Yep.
Fucking out.
Fuck out.
Does this count as overtime work? I want us to shoot back in, and I want to start chasing after Charieto. And I don't know if you'll let me. Can I see him?
Give me a quick perception check. I want you to beat a 15.
Okay. No, this one. Okay, hold on. That is a 15 exactly.
15 exactly. You were able to perfectly follow the trail of destruction that Charieto is leaving. You're able to see this like necrotic, stagnant black blood trailing on the floor, trailing on the walls. You're able to see people terrified, like knocked down, not harmed in any way, but just like barreled through by him. You're able to see he's like tearing down paintings and tapestries that are up against the walls, and you're able to follow his trail exactly.
Okay, with 120-foot range, I'd like to charge up a guiding bolt and like a cannon blast just punch it forward after him.
Okay, so as of right now, because again, he has a bit of a head start on you, and you guys are catching up, because again, you got another person on your broom, but I will let you to, so I'll let you kind of charge that up. We're going to get to that when we kind of reconvene everything, all right?
Okay.
Got it, okay. Because you guys did so good. Don't kill him on the run to the final thing.
We gotta!
All right. We are back with the big lady fight. Cherie
Big
and
lady
F
fight.
locked up. We cut, we are back in. F is going to go first. Her shield, you have run her through with a blade, Cherie. An incredible amount of damage, and she is incredibly wounded.
Not gonna tell me what you just rolled? I
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hold on.
And I was gonna tell you something to be nice, but now I'm not gonna tell you.
And sure, you take 16 points of piercing damage. Immediately up underneath your arm, as blood begins pouring out of your armpit close to your heart. You are able to look down, and in this embrace, your sword still within F, taking an attack against you. She had pulled the wooden stake out of her knee and plants it inside of your body. As fangs extended out, as that is how many hit points do you have left?
That's a 3.
3 hit points left. She looks at you, and in this moment, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 18.
An 18. You're able to talk. You are able to interact. You are not paralyzed. You're not stunned by this. And you are still completely locked in. But she's able to say back to you, as she kind of pushes it deeper inside of you and goes, "How does that feel? Because that's what you were going to do to me, wasn't it?"
I spit blood in her face.
You see she blinks, her visor, this crisp, reflective chrome, like silver, is now splattered with blood, both yours and hers, as with an 18, no disadvantage for you. Give me an opposed athletics check, as she's going to try to break out of these manacles.
That is only an 11. But Drew, I do want to say it is a DC 20 strength check to break out of these manacles. These manacles have 15 hit points. It's a DC 20 strength check to break or DC 20 dex check to escape.
With a +7 to strength, this would have to be a 13 or higher for it to work. I looked it up during the break.
Okay, well, you know what? I
wanted it to be opposed because I didn't want there to be an ability of you being able to stop her necessarily.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Let's see. That is a 13 on the die. As with this stake underneath your arm, she is able to, in this just moment of weakness and interaction, as you spit, you're able to feel your body get pulled down to the ground. She steps onto your arm at the joint at the elbow, and she places her own hand underneath hers, and with a strong deadlift, you are unsure what is going to give out first, if she's going to rip your arm out of the socket and tear it away from your body, or if the manacles will break. And right as you can feel everything separating, you're able to hear, and you're able to hear the chain of the manacles snap as your arm kind of pops back into the socket, and she is now free of the manacles.
Is that her turn?
Now she's going to run away as fast as possible. Only... What's up?
No, go ahead.
She is going to begin rushing away as quickly as she can, but she's going to waste 5 feet of movement to run and grab her shield up off of the ground. Yeah, what's up?
Doesn't she also have 5 feet less of movement permanently?
She only has 25 feet of movement, so she's going to move 20 feet. So, so 5 feet of movement to grab the shield, and then 20 feet of movement as Sharishi disappears from your immediate sight, as she rushes and begins hauling ass downstairs as fast as possible as you hear like kind of running through these caverns, like shoving her way through people. What do? You're not paralyzed. You're in no way has this slowed you down in a mechanic sense. All right.
Yeah. Okay. So I still have what's so can I still see her as she goes?
You're able to catch like her. Oh, you know what? Give me 1 second. See if that's a. You're able to see what direction she's going, and like similar to like the Helena's room pod, you're able to like follow the destruction if you want to run after her. But you can for sure catch up to her with no problem whatsoever.
Yeah, because I still have 40 feet of movement, so I'd like to catch up to her. And not try to grapple. But if I can, I want to like lay a hand on her, I want to try to grab her by the shoulder and like turn her around to face me if I can.
Okay, no problem. We are going to move to the final combat map now, all right? I need to get all the pieces in place. This might take a little bit, but I love that. I love it. I love it. In the stairway to the eastern side, I'm going to show this off. We have Cherie and F. As F limping, Cherie, the stake. Do you pull it out or do you leave it in?
I leave it in.
This stake right next to your heart. As you are able to get a hand onto F and slow her down once again. As her movement's expended, you stop your movement, so, all that makes sense. And over here, we are able to see Hathor and Wax on Hathor's broom, rushing after Charieto Pavelaqua as he is going to leap down the stairs, and we are going to enter into our final initiative order. All right? Now, let me just make sure I got all this correct.
Let me shoot. Let me fire.
Wrote it down somewhere.
Squeeze.
We are going to do... Sorry, I need to roll initiative for Charieto and F very quickly. We're going to see where they go in the initiative order.
Yep.
And forgot one very important piece of the puzzle. Looking down into these hallways, you guys are able to see, again, very tight, only 5 feet. There is no room to fly over people. There is no room to burst past them. There is only enough room for like people to go single file. Hathor and Wax still using the broom's flight movement, totally cool with me. But you are not able to pass by people in this hallway, okay? That'll track?
Mm-hmm.
You are then able to see a brand, 2 brands, the Special Soldiers. Designed, you guys told them to come down here and defend. They have their whips and their long swords. They are posted. They are ready to defend. They are ready to stop whatever the plan of Charieto and F is. They will act as roadblocks for your enemies. And in between both of them, you are able to see Cassiano right next to the entranceway, Cherie right next to the painting, hanging over top of the stone archway which you destroyed just a few days ago, standing right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
We are going... Okay. Charieto rolled an 18. Plus 3 for a 21. Which would put him first in the initiative order. If you're freaking out right now because you're stressed, it means I'm doing my job correctly. We then will have F reunited with her shield going after the 3 of you, as she rolled a 2 on the die and rolled better than basically everybody else. Cassiano will act on her turn, and then after all of them getting nat ones, the brands will act last in the initiative order. Okay. Then with that, we're going to enter into the final combat of Herbe Courte. Okay?
Okay.
On death's door. Charieto Pavelaqua. F, horrendously injured. This is... Honestly, I'm surprised they got this far. And with you guys relatively fine, except for Shuri, you know where they have to go, and you have an idea of what they need to do. And we need to see if you can stop them now. Charieto is out now. Hawthorne, we're going to do that guiding bolt on your turn, okay? Charieto rushes up to brand number 1. First in the initiative order, 10 feet of movement to the brand. I'm going to be very, very accurate regarding this. He's going to make an opposed athletics check on this brand to knock him prone to hopefully move over him. All right? This brand gets a +3.
Come on, brand 1.
That is a 10 total. A +6. Charieto rolls a 13. Charieto Pavelaqua effectively wastes his action and has to, and the brand is able to glance his shoulder, glance his shoulder with just his long sword and cut it deep, but you're able to watch as, again, non-magical damage, it heals up immediately as Charieto is able to go, grab onto his leg, yank him towards him, and knock him completely prone. 10 feet to get up to him, is then going to move over him, given he's in the prone condition, moving through his space. We're gonna measure this out. Getting over to Cassiano is 30 feet of movement. With his remaining 10 feet of movement on this turn, you are able to watch as Charieto rips down the painting that Cherie placed there a few days ago, revealing this broken tunnel, this broken doorway, and leaps into the darkness. Now, this stairway going down requires 30 feet of movement. He's not able to get into the chamber just yet, but he disappears from all of your views with Cassiano in his arm. Okay, we then move down. Cherie, arm planted on F. You are on death's fucking door as you are able to catch up to her. What do you do?
I put a hand on her shoulder and turn her around to face me. Is that something I'm able to do, or do you need me to roll for it?
She turns. She has right now, I can't remember if she has her sword or not. She does have her sword, yes. Yep. As she locks up and gets ready to fight with you, as she looks impressed.
I turn her around and I say, "You've got something," and I throw holy water in her face.
Oh my fucking god! What did we rule it was before?
2d6. It's 2d4 for stakes, and 2d6 for holy water. 2d6 radiant damage.
You are right there.
Doubled. Because it's undead. That's what we do with Charieto. So it's 4d6.
But it wouldn't... yes, it would be 4d6. You splash the holy water in her face. And with no check necessary, because it's not like you're throwing this at her. You're right there in her face. And so you splash it in, and immediately you hear... "Ah! Ah!" as she begins screaming. You're able to hear boiling water touching skin as she willingly takes her helm and throws it off. And you're able to see the one side of her face that was scarred. Remember, kind of differentiating, besides the age, you and her. The other side of her face, an almost mirrored scar, like this has been done for the second time. As her face begins to burn, please roll damage for me.
So, doubled 2d6 or just 2d6 flat?
So this is going to be 4d6.
Okay.
If it's not, we'll clarify that for further sessions, but that's too fucking cool to not do.
Okay. 12 points of damage.
Okay. She's not on death's door yet. Mm-hmm. She is very wounded, though. As I'm going to say that because that was damage for you, I'm going to say that was your attack action, okay?
Yeah, and I just kind of want to this may might mean this, but I kind of just want to. Or you said we can't move past people in this hallway?
No, unless you want to do opposed athletics to knock them prone to walk over them. No.
Can I do that even though I just used my action?
The DM in me wants to say no, but the guy that enjoys cool fucking shit is gonna say absolutely yes. So go ahead and give me an opposed athletics.
Okay.
Am I missing a d20? It's somewhere.
No. That's only an 11.
An 11. Okay. 16 on the die. Sadly beats you. And you go in to grapple her, and she is able to, like what you and Wax were training earlier, a perfect hip throw to get you out of the way. You're able to hit the ground and roll back to your feet, but you are not able to take her to the ground.
Okay. Can I try to just like bum rush past her? Would that be the same?
Sadly, no.
Idea.
So what, you just tried to overpower her. You can't just do it again.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think I can do anything else. You know what? Insult to injury. Blood curse of bloated agony.
Oh, she's like, come on, really?
So she if she makes more than one attack, she has disadvantage on strength. Should have done that first. Whatever. She has disadvantage on strength and dex checks. It takes 1d8 necrotic if she makes more than one attack on her turn.
Her wound is immediately infected, and it takes away some of her resolve. She has disadvantage on strength checks.
And dex.
And dex checks. Okay, that's incredibly powerful. I'm glad you saved it until right now.
Yep.
All right. We then move down to Wax. So Wax and Hathor, I'm gonna say you guys act on the same initiative. So like movement, as long as you guys are on the broom, movement will act together, and you guys can decide who does what first.
Can I just, for movement wise, and if Wax is okay with this, Hathor changes her mind with Guiding Bolt, and instead will fly over Brand 1 with Wax, and if he wants, can drop him off by the, just because he's going first, by the where he wants.
Okay.
Yeah, if by that entranceway there where Charieto just went would be good. I will go there.
Okay, you guys can move them around to find the place you want them to be. I want to make sure the music is still popping. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna pop over to this. That's way too fucking intense. Oh my god.
I liked that.
Oh, okay. It's coming back. Okay.
Yes.
So I think I fully missed what just happened there. So dropped. Okay, so Hathor using movement to drop Wax off. Got it.
And I
Okay.
don't want to take Wax's moment yet. I have a thing, but I don't want to.
Okay, I will make an attack on Charieto.
Charieto Pavelaqua, absolutely go right ahead. No problem at all.
I'm going to attack with the rapier.
Okay.
Add your bless.
Oh, thank you. Okay, that is 21.
Absolutely hits. Roll damage.
Okay, doke. That is
Oh my god!
8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then with my bonus action, I'm going to attack with Thorn.
Okay, go right ahead.
Yes.
Beat his ass! Beat his ass!
Add the bless.
Bless. Okay, that is 17 hit.
17 hits. Go ahead.
That is a D4. A D4. Oh, I didn't. Sorry. I forgot about my divine favor. An extra 1 point of radiant damage to the first attack,
Okay, got it.
and then for this one, that is
You're doing amazing.
8 plus another D4. 10 more points of damage.
Holy
with my rapier.
shit. Okay, got it. So he's like beginning to go down the stairs. You get dropped off. Hathor, like just in terms of like how tight this place is, just kind of has to shoot past you very quickly, and you're able to like get like onto like his shoulder blades and stab into him and pierce into him. And Charieto is slowing down. He is so close to death. All right. Wax, taking up that spot in the doorway, though. That kind of positioning. Hathor, locked in between Brand 2 and Wax. What do you do?
Heal.
She had this guiding bolt channeled. She had like this rage in her eyes and this fury. And as they turn the corner and she sees Cherie with this stake in her chest, just it flickers and the spell before it can go off drops. And she will throw the spiritual weapon first to F.
Okay.
No.
Record.
She will send it down to Charieto
Okay.
and do that. Okay, 2 plus 6 is a. I'm gonna vomit. Is a 19.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
You got it. You got it.
Come on, baby. Ooh, that's only 7 points of force damage to Charieto.
Okay, again, Wax stabbing and piercing. The arrow lands into his back. It is a dog on his last legs, but he still is standing just by a hair, I promise you.
You ass. And I want Hathor to, if she has to use force to get by the brand, she will. Or if she can fly over him, she will. She will flatten herself to her broom to fly over him. I want her to, with her action, plant, like her fingers are, like she has these very pointed golden painted nails. She wants to bury them in the side of F and clasp Cherie, reach over F and clasp Cherie on the shoulder and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
100% fully allowed. You're able to fly over Brand 2, F, like kind of reeling and screaming, her, like again, black hair, gray roots, her old face, unrecognizable to Cherie now as her skin is melting off. And what did you roll?
That's 20 points of healing. I rolled 2 8s.
Oh my god.
Oh, yes.
Wait, yes.
Holy shit. Okay. Incredible. A Hathor W. Cherie, you are able to feel your muscle begin to heal back with this wonderful magic. You think of Palm, you think of Wax, you think of Hathor herself, and you think of that, you think of that mantra, you think of that promise that you made, Wax made, of protect Hathor at all costs, and just for a moment in your mind, the thought crosses it of, I can do that myself. And you can feel your body come back to you as you are almost back to full fucking strength. That's insane.
Right back up to over half. I think the stake kind of just like sloughs out of her, just kind of clatters to the floor with this healing. And like in this embrace with Hathor, she just looks at her and says, "Go."
And I don't know how much movement I still have.
Let me track that for you. You would still in order to get to Cherie, it's exactly 60 feet. And you can't take the dash action, so you have no movement remaining.
That is very fair. I think Hathor just has this very deep, complicated look in her eye as she doesn't say anything, but she grips your shoulder tight and you feel the warmth in it past you as her fingers are shaking as she saw how hurt you were and was like, not today.
Okay. Got it. All right. Which then takes us over to F. F is shocked and she is hurt, and her skin is boiling and horrendous. And she sees Cherie, like the color begins to come back to your face, and you begin to kind of like thicken up once again with vigor, and she whips her head around and sees Hathor right there. Hathor,
Fuck you!
I need an opposed athletic check, number 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I use my reaction?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
I got a 16.
She also got a 16, and that's in your favor. Holy shit. Well, because in this
I
moment...
just headbutt her real hard.
Okay. And, I mean, she has bloated agony, but I think that she would be in such a state where, Kate, she's going to make more than one attack, so we're going to re-roll that. So she's going to make another opposed athletic check with you.
She had disadvantage on that.
Even with the higher roll, she didn't get it.
Okay.
Sorry. She got a 9 as the higher roll, you know what I mean.
Okay. Yeah.
So what's bloated agony? That's damage if you take more than one attack, correct?
1d8 necrotic if she takes more than one attack on her turn.
Go ahead and roll 1d8 as she's going to attempt to do another opposed athletic check on Hathor.
Okay.
7 points of damage.
7 point. Jesus.
Jesus.
All right. Lower of the 2 dice is going to be a 15.
So if I rolled a 1,
Okay.
Oh, buddy.
I know I can't use it now, but does that mean I get my coin back?
Well, it means that you can't use it on this roll, but you do get your coin back, yes.
Okay. Wait, no, that's a 7. Never mind.
As a result of that roll, of beating that, again, oh, yeah, by the way, F is not nearly as bad as Charieto is. F is extremely hurt.
Okay.
Just so you guys know. Hathor. Tacticians don't change strategy if it's effective. And looking behind her and seeing you and Sherry locked together, she sees your arms going around her shoulder, and she grips onto your arm, and she reaches back and grips onto your shoulder, and with a perfect judo hip throw, hurls you over herself to basically inflict the prone condition on you. But given it was a nat 1, her intention, you're able to see, was not only to make you go prone, but to grab your broom as well. Now, Cherie, you may take an attack of opportunity, because F is now going to race after Charieto into the depths of the castle, but is unable to get past Wax, who is in the doorway.
Yeah.
Hathor,
I'm like this.
flying over brand number 2. Wax, you are a door right now. You are locked up as the brands are going to run over. Brand number 1 can't do that much. Brand number 2 stands up, comes over, is going to make an attack roll against F. Flying on a broom. She's so heavy. 19 on the die. This brand is excellent. I got to name him at some point.
I got a 21 attack of opportunity.
21 absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
$12 points of damage.
12 point. Are you? Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. Charieto and F are not going to make it past this next round if you guys roll well enough. Which means we loop back to the beginning of the initiative order. And also, by the way, brand number 2 is also going to go fully prone, just as part of his movement, to allow Hathor and Sherry to move over him, because he knows that you guys are much more effective than he could possibly be.
Hathor is also just screaming now. She's so pissed.
Revealing the remainder of the map. The chamber, Cherie, that you saw just days ago. You are able to see the statues standing there. You are able to see ruins and spider webs and these like torches long since rotted away, and you're able to see rubble and just all kinds of derelict, and at the far end, what would be a pile of rubble, and let's just say that everybody else can see it as well, a stone petrified dragon with a notch for a diamond in his head. and we loop back to Charieto Pavelaqa's turn. Taking the dash action. However, it is 30 feet of movement to get down the stairs. Even if... Now, he does not jump. He is so wounded he is unable to. Meaning that his dash is only 50 feet. Taking
Does
him...
Wax-
What? What's up?
Never mind, you go. I'm not breaking your stride.
Taking him right to there. The diamond around his neck. Cassiano Alwyn Pavel in his hands. And you guys realize that you must act quickly. You must act right now. We are not ending this session until this is resolved. I couldn't go to bed. I don't think anybody else could either.
No.
As you know that if he makes it to his next turn, whatever happens is going to happen.
Did I get an attack of opportunity when he ran?
You would get an attack of opportunity as he ran. Yes, you would.
Okie doke. I am going to attack
Get his ass. Get his ass.
with my dagger.
Get his ass!
Get his ass. Okay. That is.
Bless.
Thank you for the bless. That is. I can't do math. 25 to hit.
25, go ahead and roll me damage.
Okay. That is plus D4. That is 6, 11 points of piercing damage.
11
on
points
that.
of piercing damage. I am not...
As I kind of slashes back with my dagger.
He
as
slashes
runs.
back with
No,
his-
my rapier.
I am not even... I am right hand to God. He had 12 hit points remaining. He stands at 1 HP.
Oh my god.
My heart is pounding out of my chest right now. I'm having a fucking heart attack. That was Charieto's entire turn. Wax, it can all come down to you. That was just an attack of opportunity. 30 feet in front of you, just stairway going down to get to the entrance of the chamber, and then you're able to see Charieto. What do you do?
Okay. 30 feet. I can get right there.
So it'd be 30 feet just to get down the stairs, so it'd be 30 feet to get right there, by the way, just so you know.
Okay. I have the dagger and the rapier in each hand. I, not even having time to think about it, throw the dagger to the ground, and I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Yeah,
at
baby.
Charieto.
Yeah, baby. Yes.
Add your bless.
I will add my bless.
If this is, if you were able to meet a 16, you will describe to me how Charieto Pavelaqua dies.
We're gonna throw up.
Me too, man. $19 on the die.
19 on the die. Wax.
It,
Coming to terms with, again, your secret being revealed, no longer having any obligation to help the Pavel family, the candle maker here in the depths of Herbe Courte, a werewolf sprinting away from you, only 10 feet away from his goal, the results of which you are unaware but definitely catastrophic. With these fey, with a new appearance, with fey weaponry in your hands, what do you do? What does this look like?
it is throwing the dagger to the ground, and just in a moment of desperation of needing to stop whatever this is, just throws it like a baseball, this kind of roiling, glittery, like dark purple, pinkish stream of light, and it enters Charieto through that wound where I first stabbed him at the start of the fight, and just kind of like burns a hole straight through him. And at first there is that smell of burning meat, but then it kind of fades away and is overpowered by the scent of s'mores, cotton candy, and sweet treats as the life leaves him and he falls.
Let's go! You are able to watch as it burns through Charieto. He drops Cassiano, and he falls to his knees, and you realize that that his prediction was accurate. He was dying tonight. You watch as Charieto in this moment, as he falls onto his stomach, and he rolls over onto his back, and Cassiano stands there, motionless, with no command from F, as he rolls over, and you're able to watch as, with a clawed werewolf hand, Charieto Pavelaqua reaches out to the top right pedestal in this room. And Wax, stepping into this chamber for the first time, it's a bit confusing to you. Again, you've heard of it before, assuming that Cherie told you about it, but these statues are all new, of all of these animal folk immortalized in these granite constructions. And you're able to realize in this moment that Charieto's last conscious thought before he passes away is he reaches out to where his legacy would have been immortalized, before his knuckles slam into the ground and the life fades from his breath as his werewolf form becomes still, as you have just killed Charieto Pavelaqua. Congratulations! An excellent job there. Wonderful! But the fight is not over yet. For F is still in play and unaware of what just happened to her commander, meaning that we then go over to Hathor, prone, basically behind Cherie. What do you do?
I'm behind Cherie? Okay. Hathor rolls onto her stomach and almost claws her way back up to standing.
Okay.
She is you can feel the heat coming off of her in waves now, as she, yes. Get her! And will recast Bless to now include Cherie.
Okay.
And for my bonus action, I want my arrow to it kind of whips and spins and twirls around Cherie in this warmed heat, and then it will strike with her to take out F. Should she choose to, I don't want to put you.
Perfect. Go ahead and give me an attack roll now. Now then.
Okay. Cool. 26.
Wow, 100% hits. But we're only level 4. Yeah.
We're just little guys.
The littlest of guys.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Can't do that.
Well, that one's gone.
That's,
okay.
That's in the trash. That's gone.
Gone forever.
7 points of force damage.
Okay, got it. 7 points of force damage. It juts into her shoulder, and it like a drill digging deeper in. Now F's on fucking death's door as well. As well. Yes, of course. Just like I
Death.
am. All right, excellent. Brand 2, still in the prone to let you guys pass if need be. I can cross Charieto Pavelaqua off of the initiative list, which will take us to F. F on Hathor's broom.
I thought Cherie went before.
No, F goes before me.
We went.
That changes my whole plan. Fuck. Oh wow.
It's okay.
And it was. Did we skip you in initiative order, Cherie? It was.
I don't think so. I think it was always
Because it was F was going after the three of us.
Yes.
Because you re-rolled their initiative.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, then yeah, no, I didn't go.
Oh, my apologies. Then F, about to shoot off, is go. Excellent. Hey, look, we're all getting tired. We've been doing this for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Cherie, pop off.
She's at death's door, you
She's
said?
at death's door. Yes.
I will step over Brand 2 to close in with her.
Yep.
And I will raise my sword, both hands, and I will say to her, "Give me one reason as to why I should spare your life."
She looks back to you, not knowing that Charieto is dead. And as you kind of you grab onto her armor in this way to prevent her from flying away, and I think she just says to you in this moment, bleeding, her face completely deformed from yours. You're able to see her fangs fully protruding as she says, "You wouldn't give the courtesy to anybody else. Don't start making exceptions now."
Very well. And I will attack.
Okay. Give me an attack
God
roll.
bless.
AC of 20.
That's only a 14.
Only a 14.
Do you get it to now?
Give me
I
an
used my coin already.
Give me an insight check as you make that attack roll.
Nine.
A 9? Honestly, one of her eyelids is fused open from the holy water. You're not getting a lot other than just horrendous pain, so...
Jesus. Well, that was my action.
Do you offhand attack?
I don't think Cherie has any other
I don't-
weapons.
I don't think I'd, wait, where is it? Oh, I do have two weapons. I have my crossbow. Can I use that for,
Be a
for
disadvantage at
two
this close of range.
What's that?
Be a disadvantage at this close of range.
Right, yeah.
Disrespect.
Oy. Yeah, I don't think I got nothing. Can I use my bonus action to just knock her to the ground? Try to knock her prone?
That would not be a bonus action. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I figured.
You get an attack of opportunity.
You are going to
should
get an attack of
leave.
opportunity.
That's true.
Actually, you know what? If you want to take that now, I will allow you to do that.
Yeah, can I take the opportunity by, like, I know you said we can't, but can I try to go around her just to block her path?
Give me the attack of opportunity. If the damage is enough to kill her, I'll let you do whatever you want to do.
Okay, because
You're not able to move in front of her. No, sadly.
Okay. So I'm making an attack.
Attack of opportunity,
Yes.
absolutely.
God bless.
Yes. There's that fucking bitch when I needed it. Dirty 20 plus 27.
27. Okay.
Fuck.
I have an AC. I have a final HP right in front of me. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, she's counting.
16 points of damage.
With 5 hit points remaining. With F on top of Hathor's broom, preparing to fly down the stairs past Wax to grab Cassiano, and then on her next turn, complete her mission. Again, her final words being, you wouldn't make exceptions for... Again, you wouldn't give the courtesy to anybody else. Don't start making exceptions now. As she turns with her... Again, with that first attack that you made, momentarily, kind of like as you are swinging back, she extends her hand out and she punches you directly in the throat to give herself just a moment of time. And you realize this woman is a soldier and a warrior through and through, with no remorse for her actions, for the cause that she is fighting for. And as she is turning to leave, Cherie, what do you do?
Cherie staggers back, being not sucker punched, but having the wind knocked out of her for a moment. And is almost rattled with missing that first attack. She's rattled by F's words, but she snaps back into it and readies up her sword. F is on Hathor's broom.
Yep.
Cherie grabs her by the back of her armor, yanks her off the broom, sprawls her out on the floor, takes a position over her, sword in hand, looks down at her and says, "Any last words?"
And she just stares you right in the eyes.
I don't look as I plunge my sword into her throat.
As you plunge your sword down into her, with that amount of damage, you are able to separate F's head from her body as the flaming sword cauterizes the wound. And although it is not igniting her entire form, F, the true vampire, the thorn in your side, paladin, dies. As Cherie, not looking, you execute your older self. And we are going to exit initiative order. Congratulations, guys. Herbe Courte, the final battle.
Doggy.
Immediately uses my last second level spell to heal Cherie another 2d8.
I catch your hand as you go to do it, and I say, "Don't." I'm fine. I promise.
When you're not fine, you have to tell me, okay?
I will.
I'm gonna trust you.
Thank you.
And the last small interaction before we're going to end tonight's session. Wax, you were able to see Cassiano Alwyn Pavel III double over next to Charieto Pavelaqa's body. What do you do? If you do anything at all.
I am going to go over to him and kind of like pull him away from Charieto a little bit. And I am going to use Lay on Hands to give him 5 hit points. Because he's probably injured, I assume.
In a way. Psychologically.
Psychologically.
Yeah.
As you begin to pump those lay on hands, again, it is that sweet, sweet magic. The idea of s'mores and maraschino cherries and all of the sweetest cocktails and desserts. And you're able to watch as he is like, and you begin pumping this like fey magic into him. And you look at his face, and almost as if you are fattening him up, you watch the color return to his cheeks, and you watch the volume return to his cheeks, and you're able to watch 2 pointed canines begin to and retract back into his head. As F, the true vampire, the one that turned Cassiano, being dead, has reverted him back to his human form, as he was not too far gone.
Yes!
And with that, we are going to end tonight's session.
Oh, doggy.
boy.
Oh, doggy.
Ladies and gentlemen, did we all have a good time?
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes, and yes. Wonderful, perfect. Herbe Courte, done and dusted.
Man,
How was that for a combat?
That
Oh,
was
wow.
so fun.
That was so
and so
good.
stressful.
That is
Oy,
the
oy, oy.
first time splitting the party has actually worked in our favor.
Look at
We
us.
did it.
Look at us. See, kids, you can split your party, and it works.
Do it every
It'll
time.
work out.
Do it every time.
Foolproof plan.
We're gonna go
Oh,
back over the
perfect.
presidential pump, and for those, and just,
yeah.
Hit it, Joe.
there has to be at least a little bit of detox after fucking all that. I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Hit it, Joe.
The amount of do you know how close you got? Do you know how down to the
Yes.
wire that was?
When you measured his movement, I was like, well, all right, guys. That was nice.
Nice knowing ya.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I am so proud of all of you.
Thank you, stairs, for taking 30 feet to get down.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I know I fully could have just guiding bolted his ass and continued it, but I was like, this is not what Hacker would do.
Exactly.
Well, and
exactly.
I
All
think
good.
that's the elaborate dance of this game where, let's be honest, and again, it is that like theater. You guys are giving me trust in this scenario where could I have let you cast that guiding bolt? Yeah. Was it more was it more satisfactory that we got to that end stage? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely muted myself because I was like, no!
I can understand it, yeah. When you were like, I'm like, bro, this is how I want you to feel. This is how you're supposed to feel.
Yeah.
Yes, but I hope that, and again, if we had to get kind of technical at the end there, because like you guys asked to do a lot of really cool stuff with something that severe. I'm like, we can't just be doing willy-nilly like attacks on bonus actions that you don't have a feat for, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Of course.
So yes,
Totally understandable.
you now have, and so just some items that you guys can sort through now. F's armor and F's sword are completely not magical at all, but her shield does have that property where you can cast shield as an action, and
Am I
also
proficient in shields?
Charieto, the emerald diamond, where if you guys wish to keep that, you can. If you wish to give that to the Pavels, you can. But yes, some role play before we head on, and now you guys need to decide where you're going next. Perhaps to go save Higgy.
Don't sip your sarsaparilla like that.
You bitch.
Oh man.
We're so caught up in the euphoria.
I'm killing Charieto and F.
Oh, we
Oh
forgot
my
about
God.
Higgy.
Well done, you two. Well done, Wax. Well
Excellent,
done, Sharif,
everybody.
for
Everybody did so good.
being badass damage dealers. That was. It's only fun to play a support character if the characters you're supporting are good at what they do. You
Yep.
know. And
You
good
had
God.
100% success rate saving people's lives.
Yeah,
Every person
yeah.
who saved lived.
Send that
Doing
back
Aphrodite's
home.
work.
Send that back home.
Hey mom,
Send your
I
mom your
saved
report.
8 people today.
You saved
Not at once.
Pavelguard. You saved brand number 2.
You saved Helena. You saved Cassiano.
There
me.
will be a lot of
Yes.
post battle revelry, and I can guarantee that I think brand number 2 is gonna get some sugar. I think that's Hawthorne's next conquest.
The one I smooched? Yeah.
Absolutely.
2 OTP, Pavelguard, and brand 2.
Pavelguard and
They are
Brand
never
2.
named.
Oh no, sorry,
They're
Pavelguard 2. I didn't mean Brand 2. Brand 2 just got down on all fours because he was like, go, go, go. Don't give me that fucking look, Darby.
That's not negating.
You said it.
You
I
said
didn't
it.
say
That
shit.
is true.
That's not negating the ship. Did Pavelguard find that intriguing about how he got down
No.
on all fours?
Well, Pavelguards aren't here.
They'll find each other in the
Guys, we're
infirmary.
so tired we're messing up
Yes.
every possible name. I'm
No,
getting
they'll-
so confused.
I'm so excited.
But yes.
How can we mess up what they don't have?
The hurt comfort fic is writing
Hey,
itself.
fuck
They're gonna
you,
find
man.
each other in the infirmary.
You know, that's
I-
fucking all that shit. Oh god, that was so fun.
Oh my god.
Hey, and Charieto, again, based on the Chariot card from Tarot and the idea of pursuing your goals single-mindedly. Besides damaging one of you, because again, just kind of like how I wanted to flavor this combat, F and Cherie having their little deadly dance ballroom blitz was fucking wonderful. But Charieto, I think only attacked Wax once in terms of like actually doing damage. No, it was all about fucking getting here, and he died at the finish line. That sucks.
Womp womp.
For him.
Skill issue.
Exactly.
Get good.
Get good.
Yeah, I'm sitting real pretty. It's nice to be a cleric. I'm sitting real pretty at full hit points. Granted, my full hit points is just a smidge over Cherie's half health. So
Yes.
Now, I will say, not every combat's going to be this way. Each one, because there are more, like similar to that bat individual that you saw, each one of these combat encounters is going to specialize based upon what the tarot card was and kind of like how I can design fights around that. So not every fight is going to be this forgiving in terms of HP. Sometime, eventually, you will just have to scrap. So...
Oh, we can scrap.
But I hope that was a I hope that was a barrel of fun for everyone.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
that I had a great time. You got
these two can.
I'm getting to when to meet out ASAP. I definitely have a lot more thoughts. We can always talk about that later. Everyone that came to the table, thank you so much. And we hope to see you on the next one. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Toodaloo.